So, I don't know if you know, but a whole bunch of stuff went down with my family that was kind of a mess. But I got them to talk out all the issues we had, and it really brought us together. Which is why I wanted to do the same for a family here in the valley. But it didn't go very well. What do you mean? You might have noticed that Mr. McDuck and Donald have been arguing a lot. Like my sister Isabella and I used to. Well, yesterday I heard them shouting at each other outside Mr. McDuck's door, and I tried to help. I don't blame you. Somebody needs to sort those two out. Exactly. But it didn't actually work. See, I found with my family that if we go somewhere quiet and be honest about how we feel, then we can really listen to each other. So I invited Donald and Mr. McDuck to come with me on a walk in the Forest of Valor. I was hoping some fresh air would help to calm down and hear what the other one was saying. But nothing went the way I had hoped. They just talked over each other like they always do. And then Donald tripped on a tree root. He ended up in the river and Mr. McDuck got knocked over and lost his cash register key to a raccoon. Now they're mad at each other and me. Oh boy. Let me talk to them. I'll assess the situation.
How about a wee bit of conversation? Good day to you.
InkySora, am I glad to see you? We've got to talk about Mirabel and my nephew. I tell you, young people these days. Just tell me what happened. Gladly. Donald and I were having a bit of an argument as a lad was making a scene in my shop when customers were trying to browse. Mirabel heard us and asked us to go with her on this role. I don't know what she was expecting, but I wager it wasn't what she got. The next thing I knew, my nephew knocked me over and fell in the river. And a raccoon ran off with my cash register key. Is there anything I can do? Well, someone has to set that nephew of mine straight. And I need my cash register key back too.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
InkySora! Let me guess. My Uncle Scrooge sent you. He's mad because he doesn't cause a ruckus in his door. And then Mirabel tried to take us on a hike. And it all went kerblooey. What happened? Well, Uncle Scrooge started yelling at me again, so I yelled back. And on a yell, surprised a gigantic hairy monster that jumps right at us. But I was super brave and pushed Uncle Scrooge out of the way. Then fought the creature. Just when I thought I had it, it tossed me into the river and ran off with Uncle Scrooge's cash register key. I find your story a bit hard to believe. That's ridiculous. If I hadn't been there, Uncle Scrooge, he would have been trampled. Of course, he didn't see it that way. The only thing that's going to make him happy is getting his cash register key back.
Do I smell rosemary?
So, how were Mr. McDuck and Donald feeling? They both just need to calm down a little. I think if we could get Mr. McDuck's cash register key back, it would all be okay. That's perfect. Oh, and could we also do something for the raccoons in the Forest of Valor too? Donald really scared them with all that yelling. Maybe I can look around for the cash register key and feed the raccoons. But they're really hard to approach. They are at first, but I think I figured them out. You have to be super patient. They get nervous when they sense a stranger nearby. So you have to watch their stance. If they're on their hind legs, don't move or they'll flee. You can approach them when they are sitting, but stop moving if they're about to get up again. Oh, and they really like berries. How do you know so much about raccoons? My cousin Antonio loves animals. His gift is that he can understand them, and he taught me what to look for. I'll bring the cash register key to Scrooge. By now the raccoon has probably buried it. I'll have to dig around.
Hello.
Well, pluck my tail feathers and call me Baldy. InkySora, you found my cash register key. Thank you kindly. I know I can always count on you to see to fix the problems that others have caused. And I hope my nephews learn his lesson this time.
Thank you kindly. Just so you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
So, how did it go with Mr. McDuck? Is he still mad? He was happy to get his cash register key back. He still seemed a bit mad at Donald, though. I just wish they could get along like they used to. Sure, they had the occasional quarrel, but nothing like this. I have so many family photos of them from before the forgetting. Wait. Photos! That's it! I'll find a happy photo of them in my album, make a frame, then maybe if we brought them together for a nice dinner and... Whoa, slow down. How about you find a photo, and I'll make the meal and the frame. I want to be part of solving this too. That would be great! You know what they say, the more the merrier. Maybe the frame could be themed to something they both love. While Donald lives on a boat and Scrooge McDuck is a renowned adventurer, so maybe a seashell frame? I should put glass, softwood, clams, and scallops together to make it. That would make it work, InkySora. And for the meal, I think we should go with something they can share. See, like a red fruit pie. Here, I just read about in this recipe book I borrowed from Rennie. gonna see us. These are amazing. Thank you so much for your help, InkySora. I'm going to bring everything to Mr. McDuck. Think I'll just go check on Donald and Mr. McDuck to see how things went. We did it! Donald and Mr. McDuck forgave each other! And they only squabbled a little bit about who forgave who first. I never could have done it without you. And bonus, I learned something new. Not all families work like mine.
I'm just living the dream.
Just because something helps me and Isabella get along doesn't mean it works for Donald and Mr. McDuck. Thanks again for your help, InkySora. I'll see you around.